So I had a major boo-boo today with a wig. All my fault. So I had this wig that I was going to wear for the day at work, because when I preview wigs or review wigs on here, I quite like to try them out, give them a good try out before telling you what I think of them. And sometimes I do unboxing, they're brand new, but quite often I wear them and find out what they're really like and how they cope with, especially how they cope with the work I do. However, this morning I was in a bit of a rush, right? Had this wig, brand new in the pocket, was sitting there for a wee while, and I was going to do a wee review tomorrow or something. And I had the tag below, you know the usual, underneath, and went to try it on and everything. That was all fine. So with most wigs, especially now, this is a cheaper wig. I can't remember what I paid for it. I think it was £12 something. Not an expensive wig. And I have to say I'm impressed with this wig. I really am. However, the wig model here went and wrecked it. So with most wigs that I've got bangs, it's looking a wee bit bedraggled because I was out in the hill all day today, lopping trees, and it was really windy. The sun was lovely, but it was really, really windy, so it got blown about quite a bit today. With most wigs, a couple of things you quite often have to do with cheap ones is trim the bangs. Well, for most wigs you do need to trim the bangs anyway. And then usually the parting is so straight and hardly any spacing, so tight. I wonder, do I have another one that's like that? That you need to pluck. So, which you will all know if you've been into the wigs. But if you're brand new and you don't know this, a lot of wigs will come with such a straight parting that the trick that we have is we pluck some hairs to open up the space a bit and not make it so straight, because nobody has a dead straight parting. Okay, nobody. And there's usually a bit of space between the parting and your fringe there. There's usually a wee bit of space there. So I was plucking away in a rush, 5:30, 6 o'clock this morning, in a rush, plucking away, and then I took too many at one go, pulled it and wrecked it. And this is what I've done. This is what I've done. You can see. So what's happened is I've pulled that hard that I've taken the skin layer off and exposed the cap underneath. That's not a fault with the wig. That was me just rushing and not doing it properly. How you do it normally is you just take one strand, maybe two, roll it up in your finger, make sure you've got to the base, and then just give it a wee tag, and it should come out easy. But I was in too much of a rush this morning, so I've wrecked it. And I was in a bit of a panic because my heart was set on wearing this one. I spent time on sorting this one out because it was quite a short one. I didn't have any of that matting at the back and stuff that you get with longer ones. It was really comfortable, by the way, wearing it all day. It was really, really comfortable. But how I got out of it was I put a hairband on as well over the top to hide the bit that I wrecked. So I might buy another one of these and actually wear it for you. I'll wear it just now. Yeah, but the lesson is, do not sort out your wigs, especially brand new, spanking brand new, and try and sort them out before you go to work or you're in a rush to go anywhere. You need to spend time with your wigs, either the day before you decide to wear them, just so you can adjust or change or do any maintenance to them that you need to do, so they're all ready to go, sort of thing. Well, that's the lesson I've learned anyway. Alright. It's such a shame I have wrecked that bit there. It's brush. I might actually tag this. If I can find it, I'll tag it underneath. Yeah, I can't believe I've done it though. But I am going to buy another one. I really like the colour. The colour's lovely. I like the cat and the shape it comes down here. So this is what I was meaning with all the long synthetic wigs. You get that matting at the back. Quite often I wear my long ones in bunches, so to kind of stop that from happening. And yeah, well, this is how I was wearing it. Oh, the other thing I like about these actually, I was tucking it behind my ears and it was staying behind my ears, and it didn't look, I didn't have to do much faffing about to disguise the fact that it was a wig. With cheap ones normally you do. So you can hardly see that's a tell it's a wig, you would have to look really, really hard. And you can always tease a bit out. Anyway, this is how I was wearing it to work today. I put this on just to hide up it. But it looks actually really good with a headband as well. To put the fringe out. Oh, gee whiz. The things we do, things we do or don't do. Yeah. Not buck there. It's not coming forward or buck. And make up its mind. A bit forward. Needs a wee bit chopped under there. I had it a bit neater than that. Let's see. Try again. Had it a lot neater than that before. Yeah, it was actually quite good wearing it with a wig because it meant to wear the headband. Sorry, because it meant it kept it out of my face, and just a wee of that, wee brush like there. And it's still wearable with a headband, but it is a bit of a shame I've gone and made it. Brand new, spunky new wig. Never mind. There you go, a wee lesson for you. Do not do these things in a rush.